Ta-da! Here's our website, guys. We've just launched our website and we're going to do a quick update, but I thought I'd show you first. There's our website, the control room.xyz. Go and check it out. Let us know what you think. This is also where people will be able to join from now. So just some quick housekeeping and stuff. This is not financial advice, of course. Don't forget to like the video. We've launched the website now, so you can find all our links and stuff at the website to be able to join the Discord group, have access to the Zoom room, and the rest of the Discord channel. All of it is on the website now. So check it out. Share it with your friends. Invite them to come and have a look. But don't forget to like our videos. All right, let's have a look. BTC 4 hour. We can see we're still pushing up into this supply. It's moving around just below the supply, but it is starting to push up in there. We haven't broken anything. Structure still remains the same as the earlier update today. We're still in a downward trend, but we're pushing into supply. With that 1 hour, we're also pushing, still holding this area up here. We're not dropping out. We've swept some lows here. There's still a vector candle here, here, and here, and here to the downside. So liquidity is loaded. Liquidity is loaded to the downside, and we know what's up above. Up above here is Vector City. So liquidity is stacked to the upside. If we look on the 15-minute, we can see that Bitcoin's finally broken structure to the upside today. It's broken through. It's now come back and got the liquidity inside. We should be pushing up now, create some more liquidity below, come back down, retest here, and bingo, we have our entry. All right. We have been trading today in the Zoom room with some members of the community, and we've already taken some longs. We're positioned long. We've used this demand on most coins to get our scout entries, and we're waiting for our add-on here. So once we get our confirmation of our entry, we'll take our add-on. So Bitcoin is still trying to push up, but we still haven't got a higher high here yet. We really want to see it push up and give us that higher high, which will put us inside the supply of the 1 hour and the 4 hour. So if it rejects here, we're looking for a big short. I think there's been a few global geopolitical things that are supposedly risk-on friendly. We can see oil prices dropping down. We can see NASDAQ has been moving up. Metals are starting to, or made a little bit of a move just this afternoon, but nothing really to write home about. And we can have a look. And where was it? So gold, it took a little bit of a, well, that's the 4 hour, sorry. 15-minute. It took a little bit of a ride up the MAs this morning, and it's now hit supply. So it's sitting there, and no doubt it'll probably just form a demand here and range for the rest of the weekend, unless we get some more news. And you see silver is now compressed. So that's compressed under supply now, and it's just probably going to range in here. So it's got its level. So if we're going to get some good news, that will pop. That will change things. So we'll look at Ethereum while we're here as well. You can see it's trying to push up into low time frame supply and follow Bitcoin. So it's finally done the hard yards and reclaimed the MA. It's pushed up, created some liquidity below. So if it's not ready to go yet, it will come back and get some more. The 1 hour, it's still a way off from supply. So it's got plenty of room to run. If you're going to be putting longs on for anything with a better risk reward, Ethereum's going to be your best bet over Bitcoin anyway. Scouts from here, you could put a stop loss under daily open, which covers that, which encompasses that vector. and the MA. So if it holds both of those, you're covered. Trade would be invalidated really if it dropped that daily open. On the 4 hour, you can see it's still mid-range. So it's got plenty of room to go up if we do get a little pump. So is a weekend pump on the cards? Maybe. If Bitcoin breaks that supply, for sure. We looked at the weekly candle earlier in the last video, and we can see that this has now gone from red to green, and we've got this vector here. So MA is up here. Maybe. Let's hope. We can only hope that we get a weekend pump. We might just keep trending sideways and we're at the top of the range, get ready to short. But I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm positioned long. Those of us in the Zoom today, we've sort of taken some long entries as well. BNB's finally decided to catch up. So it's got a little way to go before its supply also. We've positioned ourselves long with that. We'll have a look at the 4 hour. It's pushing right into supply. And you can see here, that was just a straight direct dump. So there's plenty of liquidity above. It's been slow today behind things. So it's finally decided to catch up a bit. If we look on the low time frame, we haven't broken structure, so nothing's broken. We positioned ourselves long here with this liquidity grab from this vector. So we've taken a scalp entry here. If we break structure and come back and get liquidity below, we might be able to get an add-on. That would be great. Otherwise, our stop third entry, we're in risk-free trades. Injective took a huge poked its head up above supply and hasn't made its way all the way back down yet. So we'd be looking for something along the lines of an entry here once it comes back, but let it fall further. But don't add until we get a confirmation here. Those of you that are familiar with our system now from coming in the Zooms and spending time with us, you'll understand why the entry's there. I'm not quite sure this is going to make it back down to demand, but I expect it to retrace somewhere to here and come up and give us our confirmation around about there. So that would be the entry. Stop loss, if it does retest there, if it comes down inside the range, gets the liquidity, pops up, keeps price acceptance, retest this level here, you can move your stop loss up here. You don't need a big wide stop loss, which improves your risk to reward, and that's a 10-to-1 just to the first supply. Now on the high time frame though, as I was saying, it's sort of not sure whether it wants to go up or down. It's got vectors to the downside here that it's left behind. It's just starting to, it's just reclaimed the MAs. Is it going to come down? Possibly. It might not continue on. That might have just been one big liquidity grab before continuing down. Because remember, Injective had this massive run up while everything else was playing liquidity grabs. So Injectives just kept pumping. So it's got a lot of liquidity to the downside, and it might not take off with everything else. But it's just something to note. The high time frame on Injective shows a little bit different information than most of the other charts. So the 1 hour, you can see it's bounced off demand here, which is why I took along. That vector hasn't been completely taken, but I would like to see it come back down and retest this demand completely. I'm not sure it's going to get there, but I'd like to see it retest it. Then we know we've got this as a secure level. We don't want to see it drop that level and come down here. I'd like to see it go, but this is a lower high. So are we going to have a transition here? Is this going to be the transition? There's a lower low from there. Now we want to see a higher high here. And then it can still come back down in here and get liquidity as well. So if we start to see it trending up, we know we're on the right path. Also today, Solana has been going sideways, absolutely sideways, and not giving us anything. It's starting to now. And there you go. You can see now it's breaking structure. It's trying to break structure and it's pushing its head through. So that's something that could be coming up soon. And also ZEC has come back to demand. So I'd like to see a reaction here. Excuse my messy drawings. We were just having chats before in the Zoom. So now it's hit demand here. I'm looking for a reaction. I'd like to see the candle close and a liquidity grab if we can get one below, and then move off from there. As long as it holds this daily open and this demand, I'll be looking to take a scout long from this position as well. And then maybe if it breaks the supply to the top, then we can add with size. And that's how we get our sizing for our trades. We take a scout entry first, and then we can upgrade it once it shows structural continuation. Other than that, I haven't got too much else to go through. I'd really love to see our current members jump in the Zoom room while they can. And for anyone that wants to go visit our website, please check it out. That would be awesome. And you can find all the details of how to join and upgrade your membership also at thecontrolroom.xyz. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.